Vaporwave is a subgenre of electronic music that is mostly defined by its slowed-down, chopped samples of songs from the 80s and 90s. Its culture is defined by a nostalgic engagement with technology, pop culture, and advertising of the past. Visually, Vaporwave is generally accompanied with imagery of the early internet and crude but pleasing cyberpunk design, just like the one shown right here. In this tutorial, we are going to be creating a Vaporwave track from scratch using Ableton Live 10. However, the explanation in this video can be applied to other audio processing software like Audacity, which is free. Here's a before and after of the track that we'll be creating in this tutorial. Here's the before material that we'll be using. And here's the after. To start, find a track that you want to turn into Vaporwave on YouTube. For this example, I'm going to be using It's Your Move by Diana Ross. However, you may choose any track you like. Here's what the original track sounds like. Once you've selected your track, copy the URL into a YouTube downloader, which I will provide a link for in the description of this video. Once your file has finished downloading, open a new Ableton project. Once you open the project, press Tab to switch the view. Next, drag the file that you've downloaded in to your project. Make sure you drag the file into an audio track like this rather than a MIDI track. You can know if it's an audio or MIDI track by the label right here. Press the spacebar to play the track and see how it sounds. Next, double-click on the top of the audio file in the space where its title is. Make sure you don't click in the center like this. Click on the top of the audio file. Now, uncheck Warp Mode. This option makes Ableton fit the tempo of the audio file you added to that of the projects. In our case, this is unnecessary. Next, bring your attention to the transpose slider. This slider does two things. It changes the pitch and the speed of your audio file. In all audio files, the speed and pitch are fundamentally related. A higher pitch is created by the audio wave oscillating at a higher speed, and vice versa. In our case, we want to lower the pitch of our audio file and decrease the speed. Turning down this slider will accomplish both these goals. For this case, I'm going to turn the pitch down by 5 semitones. Semitone is a common unit used for pitch. Try and play around with this parameter and fit it to your taste. Now let's see what our audio file sounds like. That's pretty cool. At this point, 90% of the work is done and this track could be considered Vaporwave. However, there are a couple more elements that will really sell it. First, let's add reverb. Reverb creates a kind of echo effect, like you are yelling into a big canyon. To do this, navigate to the left side of your screen and select Audio Effects right here. Once you've selected Audio Effects, open the search bar and search for reverb. Click the drop-down menu and click the drop-down menu for room and then navigate to the high verb option. Add this to your track by double-clicking it. Let's see what this sounds like. Currently, the effect of the reverb is far too strong and we need to turn it down. We can fix this by adjusting the dry-wet knob in the bottom right of the audio effect. Let's try something like 35%. That's a lot better. Finally, let's add EQ. EQ stands for equalization, which is the process of changing the balance of different frequency components in an audio signal. Basically, it turns down different pitches in the audio file. Go back to the search bar and type in EQ. For this example, we're going to use EQ3. Double-click it to add it to your track. Currently, the audio effect for EQ isn't doing anything because we haven't adjusted the gain meters yet. Let's try adjusting gain low and gain high to about 50%. I'm happy with this result. Let's finish by exporting the project. Click File, Export Audio and Video. These settings all look good. Click Export and then choose a name to finish your project. Congratulations! You've created your first Vaporwave track. Great job!